There's a moment where the silence no longer hurts, but something else appears. A quiet suspicion, the sense that something should be wrong. Not because anything is breaking, not because there's chaos, but because you don't recognize what you're experiencing. You're not distressed enough to justify concern, not calm enough to feel settled. So the mind starts to wonder if the problem is you. If this feeling itself is evidence of failure. No one says anything. No one points it out. And yet the judgment appears. I should be past this. I shouldn't feel like this. I should know what this means by now. There's no clear accusation, just a constant evaluation. A low-level assumption that you're doing something wrong. That if you were more capable, more focused, more disciplined, this wouldn't be happening. The guilt doesn't arrive loudly. It settles in quietly, blending into the background, becoming part of the atmosphere. The discomfort isn't emotional pain. It's unfamiliarity. You don't recognize the terrain you're standing on. There's no label for it. No clear comparison. No past version of yourself that felt exactly like this. And when experience loses reference, the mind looks for explanations. It scans memory. It checks expectations. It searches for categories. And when it can't find one, it assumes error. Not because something is wrong, but because nothing matches. This is the quiet mistake. Calling something a problem simply because it's unfamiliar. Assuming discomfort means something is broken. Confusing, I don't recognize this, with this shouldn't be happening. But unfamiliarity doesn't imply defect. It doesn't imply failure. It only means you don't have a reference point yet. And the mind doesn't like operating without references. So it fills the gap with self-judgment. Not because it's accurate, but because it's available. There's nothing to correct right now. Nothing to fix. Nothing to justify. This experience doesn't need a label to be valid. And it doesn't need to be understood to not be a failure. It feels unfamiliar. And that alone is enough to make it uncomfortable. But unfamiliar is not the same as wrong.